Warning, the following video contains mention of suicide.
For 40 minutes, crying like a baby. Bikers, joggers, tourist runners, they went by me. Police officers searching for suicidal people went by me twice. I'm standing at the ledge, leaning over the rail with tears flowing down to the waters. And I thought to myself, absolutely nobody cares. And then the voice in my head said, jump now, and I did. And the millisecond that my hands cleared the rail and my legs flew over it was an instant regret. The depression was wiped from my mind, and all I wanted to do was live, and I thought it's too late.
What are the 5 steps that anyone can take to help prevent suicide? Step 1 is simply just ask. Ask yourself, ask others, are you thinking about suicide? And I know that sounds like a daunting question, but literally that question can save lives. Step 2, accordingly, would be just to listen. Be present, don't make any judgments, and then step 3 would be there for them, even after you've already asked, because dependability is key. Step 4 is then help them connect. Whether it's with a friend, a family member, a local suicide hotline, therapist, but help them reach out to someone so they don't have to deal with this alone. Lastly, step 5 is just check in on them, show them that you care. Call them up, say, hey, I want to make sure you're okay. Can I check in with you over the next few days? When I found out that 1 in 6 high school kids seriously think about suicide, that's stunning.
Yeah.
This is such a common problem.
Logan, all I wanted was for one person to look me in my eyes and say, hey, kid, are you okay? I am so grateful to be alive, and I'm grateful today for every millisecond I get to breathe, because it was almost all ripped from me by me.
What's one thing you would have said to your younger self? To the Kevin who was 19, sitting on the bus, if you were next to you, and instead of the guy who pointed and laughed, what would you say?
I would just put my hand on the I would just put my hand on my shoulder, and I would just say, I'm here for you. I got you. We need to be a society that comes together for every person in the community that's going through hell. And in order to do that, every person that's going through hell, whatever hell, has to be honest about their pain. And if they're going to be honest about their pain, we are going to collectively answer the call and be there for that individual. Because if you don't see beauty in the next person you meet, you're not looking hard enough.
You're incredible, dude. This is an honor for me.
It's an honor for me too, brother.
Hey, Troy. Did you know that suicide was the #2 leading cause of death for 10 to 34-year-olds in the United States in 2019?
Wow, Taylor, that's very sad news.
It really is. In fact, over 47,000 people died by suicide in 2019. And that's just in the United States, in one country.
There has to be something we can do, something we can tell people to help them recognize the signs of suicide or depression in their friends and family members. Some way we can help them remember to ask and to reach out to those people.
You mean like Mental Health First Aid does? It tells people to ask the question, even when it's really hard, and to not be afraid of putting the idea of suicide in people's minds.
What question? The one like, are you thinking about killing yourself? But what about the other questions? What would you do? How would you kill yourself if you were going to do it? Do you have a plan? Do you have a place, when and where that you would do it? Those are the other questions we need to learn how to ask. Those are the ones that'll help us determine whether that person is in crisis or not. Are those the questions you're referring to?
Exactly. We need to teach people that it's okay to ask those questions without the fear of putting the idea of suicide in people's minds. In fact, asking often can help a person open up and feel that they have the freedom to talk about what's really going on.
But that's a big hurdle for a lot of people to get over. We need to let them know that if they don't feel comfortable asking those questions, that they can call a crisis counselor, and the crisis counselor would help them or ask those questions for them. Or they can find somebody, probably one of their coworkers or somebody in the community that is trained in mental health first aid that can assist them.